Hey y'all, it's your girl, Brittany. Yeah. I don't know what I'm doing. So, if you hear a faint talking in the background, that's because Travis is on the phone right now. Today's video is going to be a little bit of a tear-jerking doozy. I wanted to start a few new series on my channel. I want to do like a where is / what happened to type of thing. I've been seeing a lot of those videos and I am just fascinated. I don't know why I'm so fascinated. I'm kind of concerned that I'm fascinated. The story I want to talk about today, Isabel Celis, actually happened where I live. Where I live. I actually did not live here when this first happened, but towards the end of it, stuff that happened in 2017, I was here for. I actually moved here 2 years after she disappeared. She disappeared in 2012 and I moved here in October of 2014. And I remember my fiance telling me about this and I was like, that is freaking crazy. What the hell? Like, just this story is freaking insane.
Isabel Celis. We're learning who may have abducted her and why, and stunning new evidence police have revealed from inside her own home. ABC's Neil Karlinski has the very latest.
The documents, all told more than 550 pages, provide the first glimpse yet inside the Isabel Celis case, even pointing to a possible motive. In one report, detectives write about a witness telling them that a guy who was staying with the family owed someone a lot of money, and that's why she was taken. There are also many details inside the house. One report appears to discuss photographs taken inside, mentioning, quote, overall views of the Middle East bedroom, including views of apparent blood on the floor. The room with the apparent blood, according to a blueprint of the house, is the missing 6-year-old's. Nowhere in the documents, however, is there a mention of a ransom or any notes found inside.
Please, please, to the person or persons who have Isabel, tell us your demands. Tell us what you want.
Outside the house, footprints. Multiple officers reported footprints on a utility box behind the home. One report says a possible entry or exit point that could have been used to get over the wall that surrounds the entire house. A car, which could be seen parked outside and searched extensively, had many items removed, including a white hat and a vinyl shower curtain that had dark red-brown or brown stains.
Hello, I need to report a missing child. I believe she was abducted from my house.
The father, Sergio, who appeared so calm on his 911 call, told police that he fell asleep on the couch watching a pre-recorded baseball game, telling detectives that he woke up and moved to his bed around 5 a.m., just 2 hours before his wife would leave for work.
I didn't even come and check on her. I should have come and checked on her.
Isabel Celis has been missing for more than a month, and even though many more reports remain sealed, police still don't have a suspect. For Good Morning America, Neil Karlinski, ABC News, Seattle.
So as I mentioned, her name is Isabel Celis, and she was born on August 27th, 2005. She was 6 years old when she disappeared, and Isabel really enjoyed school. She played as a little league on the Diamond Littleback team, Little Diamondbacks team, and she loved gardening with her mom, like after school and stuff like that. She was the apple of her whole family's eye, the baby of the family. She had 2 older brothers. Her father was an oral surgery assistant, and then her mom actually is a nurse at a hospital called TMC. It's also known as Tucson Medical Center. Ironically, I was just there a few days ago. A very beautiful little girl, and obviously some very unfortunate stuff happened to her. The night she disappeared was the night of April 20th. I saw a timeline of the night, and it said that about 11 p.m. Isabel started getting ready for bed. Becky, Isabel's mom, started braiding her hair and tucked her into bed, and all seemed fine. I guess Sergio, her father, fell asleep on the couch watching a recorded showing of a baseball game, and he woke up around 5:30ish, and he moved from the couch into his bed next to his wife. And I want you to keep that in mind because this is going to come back later on. They have a neighbor, her name is Alicia Stardivant. Alicia said, quote by quote, "My dogs were going crazy, their dog were going nuts, and I remember briefly waking up and hearing male voices outside my bedroom window, but it was light outside. I didn't think anything of it, then I went back to sleep." So she did hear a commotion at about 6 in the morning. She heard her dogs barking, she heard talking. Like, as she says in the quote, she didn't really think anything of it, so she went right back to sleep. Becky wakes up at between 6:30 and 7:30 is when she normally started getting ready for work and went to work. And she did her normal routine. She said that she didn't notice anything out of the ordinary. She didn't hear any more of the dogs barking or the talking that Alicia had claimed that she heard. She goes to work, and then about 8 or 9ish, Sergio went into Isabel's room to wake her up for a softball game. And he said that he didn't see her in her bed, and he started panicking a little bit. He wakes up his two sons, and they start looking for her. I guess he was looking in his garage for her, and one of the sons ran up to him and said, "Dad, her window is wide open and her screen is on the floor." So Sergio ran up to the room and looked out the wide open bedroom window and saw that the screen was indeed on the ground outside of her bedroom. So that leads everyone to believe that she was snatched out of her own bedroom window. The parents are facing a lot of scrutiny, and I hate to admit this, but I believe the theories that the parents, or at least the dad, was behind this, and this is why. Becky is sticking up for Sergio. I mean, anyone would stick up for their husband, but that's beside the point. There was rumors that Sergio was part of, like, a mafia or a gang or something like that, and that his little gang thing kidnapped her and he murdered his own daughter. Another reason the family is facing scrutiny is because Sergio woke up at 5 in the morning to move from the couch to the bed, and he said that he didn't hear anything. Which, makes sense because Alicia didn't hear the noises until 6 in the morning. But people find that whole scenario right there, they find his moves or motives suspicious. So now I want to talk about Sergio's contradicted statements. First thing that I want to point out is he says that he goes into her room to wake her up. And I mean, if you were in her room by her bed, don't you think that you would have seen the window open? You know what I mean? So now I want to talk about the 911 calls because this is another kind of contradiction on Sergio's part. So he says that he notices she's missing. He says that he was freaking out, but instead of calling 911, he called his wife. So Becky calls 911, and she's a frantic mess as any mom would. Let me just play a clip right here.
911, what is the emergency?
Yes, I'm calling on behalf of a young man. He says his little daughter, his little sister, has disappeared from the house.
What is the address?
Okay. So one second. Hey! They're asking for the address.
What street are you on?
What street are you on? 12th Street? Here, let me put you over to the gentleman here. Hey,
I need an address. Hang up, I'll connect you with Tucson Police.
Tucson Police, Figueroa.
Hey, I need you guys to calm down. My sister's gone. Someone broke in and grabbed her. Hurry, man.
Okay, what is your name?
Sergios Call.
Hey, we have a call in place. Officers are on the way already.
Okay.
Okay? Who else
Yes.
is there?
My dad, just people are looking. Just
Okay.
hurry, man.
We are on the way, okay? How old are you, Sergio?
14 going on 50.
Okay, anything else that you know of? Do you know what she's wearing?
She's probably wearing pajamas.
Do you know what color?
Pink, maybe green, I don't know.
Can you ask what she was wearing?
Yeah, I can go ask my dad. I gotta...
Stay with me on the phone and go ask him.
Alright. Can you take me down? Yeah. Hold on, I gotta drive back to my house.
You're driving?
If we get back to my house,
Okay.
someone just give me a help.
Well, you're going back to your house. Does she have any medical conditions?
No. She does not have any medical conditions. She's only 60 years old, man.
Okay. Did you guys hear anything?
No.
No. The screen is off the window?
Yeah. It looks like it was taken off. I don't know, man.
What's your sister's name?
Isabel Celis.
Celis, you said?
Yeah, Celis.
Okay.
Hopefully I'll never see the kid off. Right there where you see the kid outside. Yeah, just hold on.
Okay. Who's the one that didn't find her, you or your dad?
We're all going to find her. My mom just came home from work, and my brother's outside, and we're all just trying to look for her, man.
Okay.
Hey, thank you, sir. Hey, what was he still wearing last night? Yeah. She was wearing shorts. She was wearing an Old Navy American flag shirt.
And what bottoms?
Just the American flag is on them, and I think it's navy blue shorts.
Anything else that she remembers she was wearing?
Here.
Hello?
Hello, ma'am. Are you the mom?
Yes,
Okay, what is your name?
my name is Isabel Celis. Celis.
Okay, anything else you remember she was wearing and her hair?
Her hair is in braids. It's in little ponytails. I made little ponytails on her head last night before she went to bed.
Okay, and that was the Old Navy shirt with the flag and navy shorts?
Yes, and she's only 5. She's only 6. Can you please hurry and get somebody over
Okay,
here?
The officers are already on their way, ma'am. We're just getting more information from you, okay?
Okay.
So who noticed her gone? Your husband?
My husband, I went to work this morning at 7, and I didn't even come and check on her. I should have come and checked on her.
Okay. All right, just take a deep breath, okay? I know it's hard. She doesn't have any medical conditions?
No, she has nothing.
I'm sorry, she has what?
She has nothing. There's no medical conditions. She's healthy. No allergies, no medical conditions.
Okay,
She's
you
got
didn't hear
brown
anything
hair.
at all?
No, I didn't hear anything at all. Oh my God.
Just stay with me on the phone. They're almost there. It has the officers on the way, okay? Okay, now you looked everywhere under the bed, the closet, everything? almost there, ma'am, okay? Where's your husband and your kids?
They're outside waiting for the car.
Okay.
My God.
Take a deep breath, okay? I do understand how hard that is. I just need you to calm down a little bit, okay?
I'm sorry.
No, that's okay. And
Can
how tall is she?
She's like 44, 45 inches long. She's 44 pounds.
And the hair color, you said brown?
Brown.
And braids?
She has two little braids going down. They're like, she put ponytails in her hair, so she's got like 4 ponytails on each side that go down her, and it's split in the middle.
4 braided ponytails?
It's like two braids.
2 braids, okay.
But it's made with ponytails instead of braid.
Does any marks, scars?
Other than the window out, I can't see anything else. And the door's locked to outside, so they had to have jumped over the fence, or I don't know what they did, but oh my God. The cops are here. Can I just hang up now, please?
Yes, I'll take that.
Thank you.
So now I want to play Sergio's clip because Sergio is very calm. Like, he's a little bit too calm. Like, if that were my kid, I would be crying. I would be in a panic. He's just way too calm. So here's that clip.
911, what's your emergency?
I want to report a missing person, my little girl who's 6 years old. I believe she was abducted from our house.
What's the address? Okay, stay on the line for Tucson Police.
I will.
Tucson Police Department. Get alert.
Hello, I need to report a missing child. I believe she was abducted from my house.
Okay, how old?
6 years old.
Okay, is it your daughter? Or
Yes.
why do you think she was abducted?
I have no idea. We woke up this morning. I went to go get her up for her baseball game, and she's gone. I woke up my sons. We looked everywhere in the house, and my oldest son noticed that her window was wide open and the screen was laying in the backyard. We've looked all around the house. My sons are
Okay, hang on.
Yeah, my sons are running around the house looking for her.
The screen was on the ground outside?
Yes.
What's your address? What's your name, sir?
My name is Sergio, Sergio, middle initial D, last name is Celis.
S as in Sam?
Yes.
Okay, what's her name?
Isabel, Isabel. M as in man is the middle initial.
Okay, same last name?
Yes.
Okay, what's her actual birth date? Okay. Is Mom there also?
She had just left for work. I just called her and I told her to get her back home.
Okay, another.
And she
What kind of vehicle is she going to be en route back in?
She's coming from TMC, so she should just be coming straight down Craycroft.
Okay, how tall is she?
She is 5'2".
No, I'm sorry, your daughter.
Oh, my daughter. 40 inches. 36 to 40 inches.
Okay. Is she black, white, or Hispanic?
She's fair-skinned Hispanic with clear eyes and light brown hair.
And what do you mean by clear eyes? Like,
well, they're a little bit green.
are they hazel? Or?
Green hazel, sure.
Hazel, okay. You said she's about 40 inches tall.
Yeah.
Do you know how much she weighs?
I believe she was 30, she's about 40 pounds. She's probably right about 40 pounds.
Right about 20 pounds? Okay.
Yeah.
Do you remember what she was wearing last night when you last saw her?
Before she went to bed, I believe she was wearing little navy blue shorts and the pink, like, little tank top type of a shirt.
Pink tank top? Okay. Navy blue shorts. Has she ever tried to sneak out of a window or anything?
Oh, no.
Have you guys been having any weird phone calls, anything like that? Somebody hanging around?
No. We got home late from my son's baseball game, about 10:30 last night. Everyone took their showers, and they all went to bed. I even was in the living room watching the Diamondbacks game at midnight, and I fell asleep, and I never heard anything weird. So I was like just on the other side of the wall from her.
How many siblings does she have?
2.
Okay, and those are brothers, you said?
Yes.
How old are they?
14 and 10.
And you said they're out looking, or they were looking all over the house?
They just went right now. My oldest son, the 14-year-old, he went running around just to make sure, but she was nowhere to be seen.
Outside or inside?
He's outside our property wall.
Okay, where's the 10-year-old?
He's in the garage. He's just out in the garage, just waiting for my wife.
Okay. What's Mom's name?
Becky.
Okay. And what's your birthday, sir? Okay, and what's Mom's? Okay. And you're both natural parents of the child?
Yes.
Okay, so no step-parents. Any problems with any grandparents?
No.
Okay. So you're not having any family issues, anything like that?
No.
Okay, and you haven't noticed anybody hanging out in front of your house?
No.
Okay, your son that's 14, what's his name?
Yeah, I'm sorry. My wife just walked in, and she's speaking to somebody. I don't know if she's speaking to the police also. She might have been calling on her way. You asked me about my son. What did you ask me?
Yeah, the 14-year-old that's out looking for her?
Yes. What about it?
Well, hang on a second. Okay, actually, I think one of your sons is trying to call. I'm sorry, what was your 14-year-old's name?
Sergio.
Sergio, okay.
My wife just got home, and she's kind of hysterical and freaking out. So.
Okay, tell her we are on the way. We've got a bunch of officers on the way. I want you guys to stay there in the house.
We will.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
I know that was a fairly long clip, and I do apologize for that. People handle stress in different ways. So, I mean, he could have just been, like, in shock. In the video clips, their body language is just a little bit off for somebody whose daughter just went missing. Like, the mom is making, like, a cry face, but there's no actual tears coming out of her eyes. And Sergio is... I really don't know what to say about Sergio. I don't know if he's just behaving differently because, like, I'm a woman, so, like, I know how I would react as a woman, but I don't know how a man would react. I try not to criticize the body language too much because you never know how somebody handles stress. But it's mainly the 911 calls that really get to me. Fortunately and unfortunately, on March 31st, 2017, little Isabel Celis was found. But she was not found how anybody would have wanted to be found. They unfortunately found her remains in a remote area in Pima County. Alright, so in this video that I'm about to show you, this is Chief Chris Magnus. He is the Chief of Police of Tucson. He said in his statement when she was found that this was not on accident. It was not happenstance or whatever the word he said was. I could be totally wrong on that.
Hello everyone, my name is Chris Magnus. I'm the Chief of the Tucson Police Department. I have with me several members of my staff, including Deputy Chief Jen Kazmar. We've asked you all here today to give you an update on an investigation that is well known not only to the Tucson community, but frankly the communities across the country. In April of 2012, 6-year-old Isabel Celis went missing from her East Side home. The Tucson Police Department has actively reviewed and followed up on over 2,200 leads in this case from the day that Isabel was first reported missing. Now, earlier this month, human remains were uncovered from a remote area in Pima County. A portion of those remains were sent to an out-of-state lab, it's an independent lab, for DNA analysis. And unfortunately, the results of this DNA analysis did confirm that the remains were those of Isabel Celis. Now, although this confirmation may bring some degree of closure, of course, it also ends the hope of bringing Isabel home safely to her family. The death of any child is a loss to the family and to our entire community. On behalf of our department, I would like to extend our deepest sympathies to Isabel's family. The Tucson Police Department will continue to actively pursue those responsible for any kind of involvement in Isabel's death and disappearance. We're still asking anyone with information about this incident to call 88 Crime, or you can contact the Tucson Police Department. Of course, you can always remain anonymous.
Isabel's mom, Becky, made a statement from TMC when her remains were found, and I'm sure her parents are quite upset, especially if all this scrutiny is wrong. I mean, I am taking into considerations that it could all just be a crazy coincidence. Because, I mean, coincidences happen to me all the time. So, maybe the way this night planned out was just weird. Maybe Sergio did murder his own daughter. I hope that's not the case. That's the case of Isabel Celis. It's a very, very, very heartbreaking case. And especially living in this town, living in Tucson, Pima County, and just seeing, I mean, I've seen her house. One of my best friends actually drove past it with Travis and I. We could see on the house. I'll put, if I can find a picture, I will put it like right here. And I saw what it looks like and it sent chills up my spine. Just knowing all this information, this case makes me so sad. I remember the night that we found out that her remains were found, I was listening to the chief of police give his statement, and I was just sobbing. She was a 6-year-old little girl, and if her father did kill her, what a traumatic way to die. And that's why I'm starting this series, is because I want to bring awareness to situations like this. Situations where young people, where people my age, people older than me, are disappearing, being murdered, or just straight up missing with nowhere to be found. I figured I would start off the series with something that I witnessed firsthand, the heartbreak that I've witnessed firsthand, the confusion, the tears, everything that I have witnessed firsthand. That is it for today's heartbreaking video. I am so sorry, it's so sad. I really hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you liked it, then please let me know if there's other missing persons cases that you want me to cover. I'll probably be doing these a few times a month because there are a lot of missing people. There are a lot of people whose remains have been found, and the cases are still open because they have not found the murderer. So if you guys are interested in seeing more, please comment down below. I would love to hear your input. Don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel to see more of this. Have a great day. I literally don't even know what my life is right now.